Well, hello there, friends. Merry Meat Chicken today. Huh. I never thought I would make a dish called Merry Meat Chicken, but I like it. As a matter of fact, I loved it. I made it a couple of weeks ago for the first time, and I said, man, I gotta make this again because this is delicious. As a matter of fact, I gotta share it with you guys. You're gonna love it. It's a perfect sauce, amazing, with a little bit of cream, a little bit of spinach, a little bit of basil, a little bit of tomato, and a little Dijon mustard, all married together to the point where Merry Meat Chicken is a perfect name for it. I know you're gonna love it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell. And stay tuned, friends. We're making it together right now. Okay, friends, well, Merry Meat Chicken. It's very popular. A lot of you have asked for the recipe, so we're going to make it. We're going to have fun with it. Now, where does it come from? I have no idea. It's not from anywhere, okay? So it's like one of those things that everybody wants to learn how to make it. It's very simple. So I'm going to make it. It's dinner for two. I don't know. You know, you're inviting somebody, say, don't tell them it's Merry Chicken yet, okay? Just Merry Meat Chicken. Is that what you call it, Merry Meat Chicken? Meat Chicken. So anyway, we're going to have fun with it. It's very simple. I got a big breast right there. Look at this big thing. And I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to saute it. And that's really no big deal. I made some barley today. You can make it with mashed potatoes, with rice, with polenta. My polenta. Oh, my polenta. I love my polenta. You can make it with that. Nice and creamy polenta. Jack is going to give you the recipe. If you haven't seen the polenta recipe, let me tell you, it's amazing. So what I did is I took 2 cups of chicken stock, 1 cup of, in fact, I got to turn it off now, 1 cup of barley, quick barley. You buy it in a box, quick barley. It's at the grocery store. You put it in there, 2 cups of stock, put a little butter with it. Mix it up with a little butter. And it smells amazing when you cook it. Cook it about 10 minutes. 10 minutes after you turn the heat off, like I just did right now, you know, and mix it up like there. And we're going to leave it in there for 5 minutes. Blooms, cooks, you can do this, you can do your rice, same thing. If you ever never cooked barley like that with butter, it's amazing. I'm going to put a little bit of bell pepper at the last minute in there. You can put garlic in there. You can do all kind of things. It's delicious. But in fact, I make a barley risotto. I should make it for you. It's wonderful. Instead of using rice, we use the barley. Consistency is fantastic. All right, friends, let's get into the chicken. All right? So we're going to saute it with a beautiful garlic olive oil. You could use clarified butter. You have to be careful not to use regular butter because it'll burn. Remember that. Okay, we use, so I got the chicken in here, and I'm going to butterfly because it's too thick. This is too thick to cook in a fry pan. If you cook this in a fry pan, by the time the inside is cooked, the outside is overwhelmed, overcooked. So we're going to cut it in half. Be careful. Always when you do this, friends, I don't want to complicate the issue, but you see this is flat, right? So you put it there, boom. You know you got a flat side underneath, right? But so this one you see is not flat. So that's what you put that down there so you know what you got in the bottom of it. So all you got to do now, boom, 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 boom. Okay, you take a big knife. It makes it easy. See, if you don't have one of those, you should get one of those for Christmas, friends. It'll help you for Thanksgiving. Now, actually, get it for your birthday. Because if you get it for Christmas, you're not going to be able to use it for Thanksgiving. So here we have it, friends. Look, pretty simple. You have to admit. So now I got chicken in my hands. I got chicken on my knife. And I got to clean all this up. So I'm going to take it right there. I'm going to sanitize my hand. You know, I got my sanitized water there. I think by the time you see this video, we have released the video, the 30 tips. I explained the sanitized water deal. So, right, Jack, they should see that by then, eh? So here we go, friends. All right, we're going to put the chicken in there. Eh? My hands are clean. My cutting board is not, but I can test. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper in here. Not much, because we're going to put some hot pepper in there too. Let me check the temperature. I want it to be 365. I'm smelling it. Yeah, I'm ready. So move, Jean-Pierre. Don't quit talking. So put the chicken in there. See, you can hear, right? So now we're going to put that in there. I'm going to clean this. I'm going to sanitize this. Sanitize the knife. Sanitize the cutting board. Very important, friends. Very important, you know. And then we want to clean everything. You see, so it makes it easy. Oh, one more thing, friends. I always forget to tell you things. And then I watch the video and I go, oh, I forgot to tell them that. Mise en place. Remember, friends, it's the most important thing I've taught you since I started YouTube. Mise en place, meaning prepare everything in advance before you start cooking. Okay, it's really important, friends. Okay, so this is a perfect, take another tongue. I don't know if I touch it with a chicken, but you know what? I got plenty here. So we want it to be a nice and golden brown, and we're gonna pan sear it, and then we're gonna continue cooking it in the sauce, okay? I'm gonna put it here when I'm done. So, let me tell you about the mise en place. Mise en place, I got sun-dried tomatoes, cut very small, very thin. You know, do you notice sometimes you go to a restaurant and they give you sun-dried tomatoes? You know, this thing is splattering everywhere. So you know what I do? I got one of those, splatter screen, because I hate when my kitchen is splattered everywhere. Splatter screen. So I can change subject all the time, and then I get lost, I forget. So friends, sun-dried tomato, about a half a cup, very, very small. You see, little pieces. I hate when you go to a restaurant and they give you sun-dried tomato, it's a big piece. I got a tablespoon of chopped garlic. I got a teaspoon of pepper, red chili pepper flake, a teaspoon of dry oregano. I like fresh oregano if it tastes like something, but in Florida we got dry oregano, it tastes like nothing. Nothing. You just smell it, nothing. Taste it, nothing. So dry oregano, plus it reminds me of my grandmother's cooking. Not that this is Italian, this is Italian anyways, nothing. About a tomato paste, about a tablespoon of tomato paste, but don't measure, just, you know, there you go, a little bit. I got about a half a cup of Reggiano, Parmigiano Reggiano, a lemon zest. I got a red bell pepper that I'm gonna put with the orzo, not the orzo, the barley thing. I got some fresh basil. You know, I always put something on it to keep it wet. And I got some spinach. I got about 2 cups of spinach, and I got about 12 leaves of basil. Then I had nicely organized, and I messed them all up just now. So I'll have to do that again, because I'm going to make a chiffonade. I got Dijon mustard. I got a little bit of heavy cream, and I got a little bit of chicken stock. All right? Now, let's see how we're doing with the chicken. Yeah, oh yeah. I talked a little too much. Okay, well, you know what? I'd rather have a nice and golden brown than ugly. Yeah, you know, Jack, you're going to have to stop me when I talk too much. He's laughing. Yeah, good luck. Right? Let me clean up everything. You see? It made it splatter everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, so now it's all nice and clean. Okay. Well, the chicken look good. I'm going to turn it off, because I don't want it to be overcooked. All right. So here's what we're going to do, friends. Well, I'm glad actually it cooked. All right. Let's take it out. Okay. No more mess in my kitchen, please. Thank you very much. We're going to put the sun-dried tomatoes in there. All right. We're going to turn the heat back on. And now you know what we're going to do, friends. Now we're going to add a little bit of butter, okay? Because I didn't want to add the butter before, because you know right now what would have happened, right? The butter would have been totally burned. So that's why you don't put the butter. When you're sauteing something, it's going to be there for a while. You put it in after. Sun-dried tomato and butter, okay, now they're coming alive, you see? Now all of a sudden they're coming alive. Pretty simple, right? So far I haven't done anything very complicated. We got a little tomato paste. Let's see if we can caramelize that tomato paste a little bit to give us a little flavor. Eh? Tomato paste is nice if you take the time to just for a second caramelize it. Just for a second. Eh? I don't want you to burn anything. Just for a little second. You smell it. And then we're going to give ourselves a little, is this in your way, Jack? A little bit of garlic right there. We're going to smell good. Beautiful garlic. And now we're going to put a little chicken stock. There you go. All right. So now we got a little liquid in there. Yeah, exactly. Here you go. We're looking good. We're going to put a little bit of our basil leaves to give us some really nice flavor. Let's put just a little bit more chicken stock. Probably the total to be about a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. Here you go. I have no more this way, so I'm good. We're going to bring all this to boil. We're going to put our dry oregano. We're going to put our hot chili pepper flakes. Now we are starting to smell delicious. I'm going to add a little bit of spinach leaf. Let them cook for a minute. Now, the small chicken leaves. I haven't drank anything, I promise you. The small spinach leaf, because I didn't cut them. They're so small, I didn't cut them. It'll be perfectly fine. Now, if I use them in a soup, then I would cut them. Because in a soup, you got to cut them. Otherwise, they don't fit in your spoon. But right here, it'll be perfect. It'll be absolutely perfect. All right? Now we're going to finish this by putting a lemon zest. Very important, friends. Lemon zest is going to give us a great flavor. Whenever I can, I always add a little bit of lemon, friends. Whenever I can, just a little bit of lemon. And the lemon zest will be perfect in here. And then we're going to add some cream. And we're going to finish that up. We're going to let this cook for a second. You'll be amazed, friends, what a lemon zest how much flavor, how much fragrance, how much freshness it brings to any dish. All right? And remember the tool on top of the lemon, not the lemon on top of the tool like all them ding-dongs out there. All right? We're going to put a little cream. And this was about half a cup of cream. We're going to let all this cook. Bring it to boil. We're going to put the chicken back in there to let it cook for a few minutes. How simple was this, friends? We're going to put a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. We're going to let this melt all together. We're going to bring it to boil. Bring it to boil. Then we're going to put the chicken in here right now. And friends, we're going to let this cook very slowly for about 5 minutes. We're going to put some Dijon mustard. Let's wait a little bit. I don't need to cook the mustard. I need to boil the mustard. So I'm going to put that toward the end. And I'm going to put some basil chiffonade also toward the end. So let me cook this up for a few minutes. 2 or 3, 4, 5 minutes. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll serve it. All right, friends. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Doesn't take long, just a few minutes, friends. We're going to put the Dijon mustard at the last minute. Mustard doesn't need to cook at all. So we're not cooking it. We're just going to mix it up. Dijon mustard seems to be the mustard that everybody likes. Put whatever makes you happy. Mix it up really good. And we're going to put a little chiffonade of basil on top of this. We're also going to finish our barley. And in the barley, we're going to put a little bit of chopped parsley. We're going to put I got a half of a bell pepper that I cut in very, very small brunoise. That's small dice. And we're going to put a little butter. Just a little bit of butter. You can't go wrong with the butter. You know it's going to taste good because you're adding butter. And you mix all this up, friends, and you have yourself an amazing little side, and you can serve with fish, you can serve with meat, you can serve with anything you want. It's really simple. It tastes delicious. You know what's going to make it even better? I'll tell you what's going to make it better, friends. A little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. Well, almost like I have a risotto on the side of this dish. You see? A little bit of Parmesan in there, and look at this. Let me tell you, friends, this is delicious. A little bit of pepper in there. We have a little salt in there. Holy moly. I almost dropped the whole thing. It's going to be delicious, friends. Look at this, see? Now we have a little risotto. We have a barley risotto on the side. That is going to be so amazing. Oh, I could have just eaten that. Oh, yeah. Now we got basil leaf on top of each other. I'm going to cut them in chiffonade. And the chiffonade, you roll them up nice and small. You light them up and smoke it. I'm only kidding. Don't smoke basil. And then, look, you take it, you put your knife on there, and you hardly move. You hardly move. You make them very, very, very thin, okay? Very simple, friends. You see? You can put some of this in the long strips, or you can chop them up. So what you're doing is you're putting smallly chopped. See, look, you got long strips. So you can do that, or you can boom, 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 boom. Put a knife to it, and then you have a little chopped basil, and you can put on top of it just like this. It's really up to you, friends. You can also put some in there. It'll be delicious. And then, I don't know what you do with the rest. So here we have it. Pretty simple, huh, friends? Let's put it on the plate, and let's have a little simple. Huh? Let's see how good this is. Let me tell you, this is going to be delicious. So what we could do is we could put it underneath the chicken if we're going to serve it that way. And the best way to do this is going to be to take a ice cream scoop. Or since you're trying to do it for somebody you want to marry, maybe you take a cookie cutter in the shape of hearts. Put it in there. Here we have it. Let me tell you, this is delicious. I am not kidding you, friends. You try. Did you see how simple that was? How simple was that? Then take it right there, and take it, and then what you do now, you take that beautiful sauce, my friends. You take that beautiful. Oh, you know what a sauce needs? I almost forgot. A little butter. Just a little bit. You don't need to put a lot. Eh? Just a little butter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Just a little butter, friends. You see? I was looking at the sauce, and I'm like, what's missing? Butter. Butter. Butter makes everything butter. But better. Everything better. You put butter in it, and everything comes to life. You notice? I'm telling you. Look, guys, now you take your beautiful sauce. Remember, when you do the butter, make sure the heat is off, eh? Don't put the heat on, and you put it right there. You can put it on top of it. I would just go right on top of it. Just right there. Just like this. I think you have yourself a phenomenal, beautiful, delicate dish. You could also cook some asparagus to serve it next to it. You can put some broccoli, broccolini. You could do all kind of goodies in there, I'm telling you. You can do all kind of things. And they will marry you. For those of you that are single, we have a lot of single people that asking me, do dish for single. I don't blame you. Look, it's two. You can, if you're single and you got nobody to cook it for tonight or to do this afternoon, save this for tonight. That's delicious. Save it for tomorrow. Delicious. All right? Otherwise, you don't know what's going to happen with this, friends. So look, very simple, right? We're just going to cut it. Beautifully cut. Beautiful. This is going to be delicious. I love my job. You see, look. I hope I didn't take too big of a piece right there, friends, because this is going to be delicious. You know what? You know what would be great also? A nice baguette. to suck up the sauce. Oh, that'd be delicious. Like I say, mashed potatoes, polenta would be delicious. A little spicy. Again, the chili peppers is coming through. The sun-dried tomatoes are coming. You know, the beautiful thing is, not one ingredient overpower the other. You can test them all. So it's a beautiful dish. I can see why you would marry somebody if they make that for you. Friends, I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun cooking it for you. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching, friends. Well, let me tell you, Jack, you're going to love this one. This is going to get you married, okay? So you're finally going to get married with this one, Jack. I'm telling you, you cook this. You could also make it with fish. It'll be delicious with the fish. It's a lot of sauce, though. It's a lot of, it's got a lot of personality, but let me tell you, when you eat this, you're gonna be surprised.
Well, I'm not marrying you, that's for sure.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, this is delicious. Wow. Okay. This is delicious.